Welcome back to another episode of Tyleruns Tower Days. We're going to start working on episode 10 today. Last episode, we got our new data center set up. Got a bunch of DHCP servers, got some DNS servers set up. Today, we are going to start expanding into some floors. We will need to begin getting ready to set up additional servers. But for now, we should be okay. I'm going to need to watch my VoIP server. I'm going to need to watch my camera server, and I'm going to need to watch my Git server. Let's go ahead and start by doing that. See what we're looking like. Git's ready to pop. That's looking good though. VoIP is looking okay. Good there. And this is just poems databases, RTSP. And we're looking good there. All right. So let's get some floors going. Go ahead and open Secretariat. And there's a new floor. So we're going to head on up there. Someday. What do we got? I like these floors. These floors are pretty. So we've got phone, user, camera. We're gonna obviously need a switch. Let's go grab a switch. Now that we're getting into the late game, I tend to start using Blade 66s. They've got a high traversal limit, so they won't be bottlenecked by anything. And then they can also media convert at the same time. There's no fiber ports on this floor, so we're going to go ahead and stick with Ethernet. Let's see. Getting the Ethernet across might be a problem. It doesn't really want you to do that. But I kind of want to do that. Can I put a shelf up here? Sweet. Alright, go ahead and order that. It'll go up here. East. Blue. Thousand fiber. I might be a little bit goobered on this part though. Man, I really tried to. Do I care about a camera? I've already got a camera over here. I really just need to get him connected. If I can do that, I can get it. I can do that. 1500 fiber. Is that up? Then a UK plug. There we go. Alright. This is all up and running, ready to go. What do we got? Crudge. Before I forget, I am going to set this up. Uh, 66. Oh. Now we go back down to floor 15. Alright, so we're going to be coming in on WQJE. And that's coming in on VLAN port 46. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to come over here. We are going to man route, so I don't remember the command. Route add traffic UDP 67 from port 0 dot, what was it? 36 via port 2.0. Alright, so now any UDP 67 traffic from that port will go through here. Now if we do DHCP option prefix, we can do at D2AR2 floor 16. I'm not crazy. Yep, floor 16. On at D2AR2 DHCP1. Now, what will happen is we'll plug this in, and that traffic will immediately get sent over to that port. So let's go ahead. Let me confirm that there's no producers on that floor. I'm pretty sure I confirmed it earlier. I just need to triple check. There are no producers on that floor. Okay. So now we can go to Tower Link. We can get our port 15 to floor 16. We are going to Crudge. And we are coming in on WQ. This guy. Alright, that port is now set up. Now what'll happen is they'll start sending DNS requests or DHCP requests over there. And then the phone traffic and the camera traffic is getting sent back downstairs. Now if we go back upstairs and we take a look, once they get their requests through, unless I set it up wrong, I'll find out in a second. UDP 5067 DHCP port 0.46 via port 2.0. I must have set something up wrong. Hold on. Do a little troubleshooting. Port 2 goes over here. .46 0 0.46 port 2.0 route show on VLAN 0. That is correct. Why is this not getting routed? What did I do wrong? Firewall go on. I turned DHCP off. Am I a goober? This save has DHCP turned off. I forgot about that. Well, that's not funny. No, that's hilarious. Well, I guess I know what time it is. That's a little warning on floor 9. Why? Why? I'm having on floor 9. We're having a power outage that I didn't see. We are in fact having a power outage. How long is this power outage supposed to last? $19.57. Oof. Do I have a battery somewhere? I don't think I do. I'm getting bit in the butt right now. Being unprepared. Get to listen to the jamming music for a little bit though. I'll let this charge to like 20% and then we'll take it up there. Or 9, wasn't it? It'll last a while. He's back to being happy. Back to what we were doing. Time to buy a crash cart. This is what I get for turning off DHCP and pretending that I'm never going to use it. You can stop the music now. 224 is my current debugger. Let's make an alias real quick. So it's gonna be net DHCP boot on. So alias DHCP on net DHCP boot on at $1 using this. DHCP on. DHCP on. Not address. Not address set. At debugger 2. Using self. This guy got DHCP already. Sweet. Man, I goofed myself up here. Got DHCP. Goofy goober over here. Got it. Why did my DHCP DNS option not set? Am I a goofer? Did I not set it? All right, what we're doing here, we're going to do a route add D2AR2 floor 16. So anything with this prefix is going to get sent via that VLAN tag. So basically, I should now be able to reach the floor 16. So net DHCP request. So now it did a request. Now it has DNS on. Alright, so all these guys are happy now. This guy's the only guy that's not happy. When does he come online? In 15 seconds. So we'll hang out for a second. This is what happens when you originally think that DHCP is extremely bad, but then realize that if you just use VLANs appropriately, it's not actually that bad. Will admit to my faults. He's happy now. Alright, so crash cart is good to go. I'm going to grab an expander so that I can have somewhere to put the plug. Alright. That is that. We can now next floor. None up. What do we got? Media hub. We're just giving you a direct link. Alright, so the thing with this is a producer. So this is never going to change. So in this instance, I'm going to manually configure this person. They're not going to go through any of the DHCP servers or anything. So net address set at D2AR2 F17P1 on using net DNS set at D2AR2 DNS1 on you using you. Alright, and you are set. Now we're going to do DNS map x-mule as that. Plug that in. WKVF. Alright, take our crash cart back downstairs. Too far. Weird. As you can see with this method, it's extremely fast to just keep adding floors. So we're going to DMIQ. Power link 15 to 17. Going to WK. We're going to DMIQ. And then we need to set up a route. So what VLAN is this route? Add at D2AR2 floor 17 via port 0.47 on at D2AR2. And they're already getting traffic, so we are good to go. On the next one, 14. Another one of these. So yep. Maybe we're gonna do the same thing we did on the other floor that was exactly like this. Question is, does this side reach this side over here? Oh yeah, baby. So easy. Calculated, some may say. And then a 500 in blue. And then this is right here. 1,000 in green. And hook our crash cart up. We'll take the uplink port for now. You wouldn't normally have to do this, except I turned the setting for DHCP off. DHCP on. DHCP on. Oh. On. report. We're coming in on AOAJ. Back down to the DC. We're going to be going to KOCF, which is VLAN 48. Route. And nope. Yep. Route add. Still on my list. Is not depressing. Alright, route add traffic. UDP 67 from port 0.48 via port 2.1. You cannot have spaces between your port numbers. And then DHCP option DNS at D2AR2 DNS1 on at D2AR2 DHCP2. And then DHCP option prefix at D2AR2 floor 18. Yep. On at D2AR2 DHCP2. Okay. Now, as soon as we link this up, they should all come online. 15, 18. Where are we going? OJ to KOCF. He's got an address now, floor 18. And then we need to route add at D2AR2 floor 18 via port 0.8 on the spaces, Tyler, at D2AR2. There we go. So I should be able to ping any of these people. No. I don't know why it does that. There you go. Oh, got a bunch more floors added. We're looking pretty. We'll add one more floor to this DNS server. Let's actually do a quick watch on the DNS server. We're getting kind of low. We're getting around 8 left over at the end of this. 6 left over. So adding another floor might not be a good play to this DNS server. I might leave this DNS server alone. I might spin up an additional server box somewhere that does more DNS stuff. Because I don't want to get into a scenario where DNS is getting overloaded. But this is the concept. We added 3 new floors today. Everything seems to be working. If we go ahead and we go to TowerLink. Everything seems to be okay-ish right now. The only one I'm worried about is the cross connect right now. So if I do floor 15, do the fiber. Yeah, we're getting a peak, but we're okay. don't gotta worry about it. I forgot I started it as an upgraded thing. The nice thing about this setup is everything's already passing through a firewall. So once I get everybody on these links, I'm eventually going to make AR1 up here. And I'm going to put AR1 going to be all the links from downstairs. This is just the proof of concept. It works. So we'll remove this rack right here. Probably next video. We will set up an additional fiber over to this rack. Or we'll do it over here. One of the two. Probably do it over here because I have more room. We'll set up a fiber from port 0 over here. And then we'll set up our additional server racks over here. We'll set up botnets over here. The botnets will reach out to this guy right here, the Bastion. You get inspect user packets. Route add at DT/FW1. Yeah, port 0 on at D2AR2. I didn't think this thing cared about. What's going on here? I don't think this cares about VLANs, does it? Maybe it does. Via port 30. I didn't think the firewall cared. I'll have to test with this between episodes. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to test with this between episodes. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.